Hello, friends. Do you enjoy this show? Do you want to support the work we do? Why not support us on Patreon? If you're listening to this on Podbean right now, you're in luck. Podbean makes it easy to become a patron. If you're using the Podbean app, just hit the Become a Patron button right near the bottom of the screen. If you're on a desktop, look for the Become a Patron button near the top right corner of your screen. We enjoy bringing content to you guys, and we'd appreciate having support to continue doing these shows. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the podcast so bad that Lexi Bell would not give us an interview, even if we asked her to. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It's epic episode number 5 of Glory Holes and Beer, featuring me and Goobz. Ocho and Goobz, the boys are back together again. Will we get Jenny on this episode? Who knows? Let's find out when we call Goobz.
We're glory holes, and we drink beer, and we drink beer. We're glory holes, and we drink beer, and we drink beer.
Well, hello there.
You're coming in hot. I have the volume turned up much louder than I should, and you're blaring in my ears right now.
That's the way I like to roll, man. Just screaming and yelling.
I don't know how that's going to come across on the actual episode. I don't know how loud it's going to pick up on the recording, but I almost just blew my ears out.
Sorry to do that to you, my friend.
No, it's my fault. I should have checked the volume beforehand. So that's on me.
Yeah, I tend to be a little on the louder side just normally, so you know how I am.
Oh, I know how you are, totally. Is it Ocho and Goobz tonight, or is it Ocho, Goobz, and Jenny tonight?
Jenny's on her way home, so we can start. She may pop in for a little bit, but
no Jenny on this one.
She might be. If she comes home, she's gonna hear it.
People really took to Jenny being on the show. They liked the third person on the show last week.
And dude, she's been bugging me too. I want to do that again and again and again. She's like, I'm part of the show now.
She's just officially made herself part of Glory Holes and Beer.
And she's starting to do more episodes with me and Cal too. So,
but she doesn't really like being on camera. She's like Josh.
Well, she's throwing herself out there more. She's going to be doing some modeling shortly. So.
Oh, very nice. Good for her.
Yeah, well, my buddy, he's an aspiring photographer, and Jen, she makes a lot of costumes and everything for expos and other stuff, and just for fun. So she's gonna take a lot of pictures, become an Instagram thing.
Very nice, very nice. So then the only one in your household that's not picking up his slack is Zim.
No, we're doing more with him coming up too. It's winter time, and you don't really want to be outside too much because it's fucking cold up here, right?
Yeah, it is.
Summertime, we'll be filming a lot more shit with Zim because we love doing that.
Well, and the audience really likes Zim more than they like you, anyways.
It is what it is, man. The thing that comes out of you is only going to be better.
Well, and
and
that's why I'm starting my podcast legacy now, so that when I do eventually have a kid, then the expectations will just be greater and the episodes will be greater because kids just make everything better. Kids and animals.
Yeah, kids and animals and crotch shots.
Well, it's almost 4 minutes into the recording, and we finally got a crotch mention on this episode of Glory Holes and Beer.
I didn't even know we were rolling. I was just talking,
Oh no, I record as soon as...
I thought we were just going into it.
No, I hit record as soon as I start calling you.
Oh yeah, so that's a look into my life there, folks.
I mean, I can edit it out if you want me to.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't say anything too incriminating.
No, not this time anyways.
Well, I'm sure that will come later. As we get deep into the glory hole.
As you start having more drinks.
Who's to say I haven't had a couple already?
Oh, I'm not saying you haven't. I'm just saying as you have more. And add on to what you've already had.
That's what happens here on Glory Holes and Beers.
And beer. You know what else happens? Not being prepared. Because we have absolutely nothing prepared for this episode. We just want to record one.
Oh, I actually have a story that's a throwback to our second episode, which is great. By the way, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. We're on Podbean and on YouTube.
It's the episode...
G&B show.
G&B podcast.
Close enough, man.
And you can follow us on Twitter at G&B Pod. That's GANDBPOD.
Yes, definitely do all that, folks.
But is your throwback story to Hooker Harvey's? By the way,
it is, actually.
By the way, episode 2 is the episode YouTube will not let us promote. It's the episode they do not want you to see. So go on our YouTube channel and watch the shit out of that episode.
Yeah, because they keep denying.
They don't want none. It's like AJ Styles. They don't want none.
I fucking love that song, man.
It's a great one. So let's get your throwback to Hooker Harvey's, because I meant to talk about this too. So let's get started.
This is like a story from like someone that's been there with their friend. Because I was sitting at my table as I do like at lunch, and guys are just shooting the shit and everything, and someone just brings up Hooker Harvey's. I'm like, hey man, like I did that on the G&B podcast. I'm like, we talked about that shit. That's where I found out. I'm like, I had no clue about this shit. Yeah, it's been around forever. He's like, me and my buddy went there. He was like, you know, drunk, and he's trying to get like prostitute pretty much. And yeah, it ended up being like in the long run a man. And like my friend said at the table, he's like, even like we heard him talk, I'm like, that's a guy, dude. Like, don't do this. That's a guy. Like, you really don't want to go through with this. And sure enough, he did, and went to the alleyway, came out with a sour Muppet face, like Kermit when he's mad. He's like, and then just like, they pretty much walked off and continued on with their night.
I think Kermit would be Kermit with herpes.
Yeah, that would be. Or we could, an itchy frog.
Or we would call Kerpies. Kerpies the frog.
I wonder if Miss Piggy has any Kerpies.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you pork a pig.
Good old spit roast. Bring your friend in, right?
Start off with a little Houdini and then turn it into a spit roast.
Oh yeah, and then right after you go into the Eiffel Tower. That's where you high-five your buddy. You're looking deep into his eyes, of course. Like, yeah, we're doing this. Boom, high five.
It's a loving, magical moment for everybody involved.
I could never put myself in that situation, man. Like, no, this is too close.
This is closer than I want it to get to anybody.
Yeah, I'm more happy about myself hiding somewhere.
Me too.
Fuck people. People are dicks.
People are dicks. But along the theme of Hooker Harvey's, it was announced a couple of days ago, and we're recording this right now on February the 16th, Thursday, February the 16th. And it was announced, I believe, actually on Valentine's Day. I could have my date wrong, but I believe it was announced on Valentine's Day that Hooker Harvey's has been saved for now. The petition from the people in the neighborhood to save Hooker Harvey's from destruction to prevent the city of Toronto from building condos in that area has succeeded. So Hooker Harvey's continues to live on.
Man, that's fucking amazing. We have to go there together as a team one day and just like vlog. I'll bring a fucking selfie stick. I don't care. They'll probably suck on it. What's that long rod? Blah, blah, blah.
Can we do a Houdini inside of Hooker Harvey's, like at the?
I'm not touching anything from there besides a burger or two, maybe.
Well, that's what I mean. Like it can be the non-sexual Houdini. So, like you'll
just eat a burger with someone and you show up outside and eat the burger. There's a random guy.
Well, no, I was thinking more along the lines of once you get up to the order counter, you start to order and you point to the order board behind the cash register. So then, the cashier has to look up and see what you're pointing at, and then while they do that, you run out, and then I come in and take your place, and I order as if I was just there the whole time.
That is fucking brilliant. Oh man, that's way better than my idea. So I'm like, yo, I'm not touching a prostitute. You just come up with that brilliant plan. That's fucking gold. Especially they don't notice. Like, you just pop out of nowhere.
Yeah, and just carry on like you were the same person that was there as before and just, like, have them totally confused.
Yeah. What the fuck just happened here? We wear the same clothes, too.
Oh my god, this needs to happen. We need to Houdini Hooker Harvey's.
It'd be better through a drive-thru. Like, what the fuck just happened? unlike all of our other shit, probably would go viral.
that actually would.
People can't handle the Glory Holes and Beers podcast.
So that's our plan. Once the weather gets nice, one day when there's a Super Kick show, we'll meet a little early and we'll pull this off.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have a couple cameramen that we know, and we'll fucking just do it right now.
It's gonna be
have a couple angles going. So I imagine it's pretty busy. It's a staple of Toronto, right? So there's gonna be a lot of people coming in and out, being workers or workers, and I'm doing quotations.
I assume so. I mean, obviously, like anything, it's going to have its down periods, right? There's going to be hours where it's slow and you can...
Why'd you have to mention that word during this segment?
What, down periods? Or just periods in general?
No, down periods. That's like the hookers get, like, that's their vacation every month. Yo, I'm on my down period, like, can't go to work today. I'm sorry for all the women listening to this right now, but it was there. I had to jump on it. I appreciate and know the pain that you guys go through every month, and I know it sucks, but I had to take that opportunity right there. It's for the greater of good.
Oh, man.
Did I just break you with that comment?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. And I gotta give you credit. Most people won't jump on a down period.
No, you have to give an apology.
I refuse.
Oh, man, you're heartless, bro.
Ocho, completely unapologetic. That's going to be on a t-shirt.
I'll say horrible things, but I'll apologize for it right after I say it, folks.
See, I don't apologize. I just say it, and I think that's why people don't like me.
Ocho, to quote a great band, it's too late to apologize.
Did you just quote One Republic?
Yeah, I did.
I hate you so much right now.
They have a couple good songs, man.
No,
Fuck
they
you.
don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they should not be allowed to breathe air with the music that they produce.
I like two of their songs, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, man. Now I'm gonna have apologize stuck in my head for the rest of the night, you fuck.
And that other song, Take That Money, Watch It Burn. So good.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Oh, no, I'll send you it after. It's fucking awesome.
Oh.
I just butchered it terribly, but, like...
I had to hear apologize at least 2,966 times while I was working at HMV.
Well, yeah, so you probably have a tattoo saying that, like, the whole lyrics on your arm.
No, I actually have no tattoos.
Ah, man, I'll get one. Just don't get a forearm tattoo with your name going down it. Don't get, like, oh, Joe, going down your arm. Well, I'd probably do that just to be a fucking idiot, though. Get Goobz going down my forearm.
Better your forearm than your foreskin. Ayo!
Old man jokes here, folks, all night, every day.
Listen, we're 5 episodes in. If people don't know what they're getting at this point, that's not our problem.
Yeah, at least we're doing this. We entertain ourselves, so if you enjoy it as well, congrats.
That's
Mazel
a bonus. Oh, man.
We pretty much just do this to make ourselves pop. Not in that way. Serious face. I just had a smile went right to straight face. No, serious.
I was gonna say I wish we had have gotten that on video, but I think you explaining it is better than any video we could have captured.
Yeah, more than likely. My face doesn't get the views, you know?
Neither does mine, my friend.
I could have told you that when I first met you.
Wow.
I'm just joking, brother.
Hurtful. Just for that, I'm not going to show up this Friday.
I don't think I am anyway, so...
Oh, you're not going either?
No.
Have to work?
Shit came up.
Yeah, fuck. I had booked the day off. I had booked the day off work, but they scheduled me anyway, so I've either got to try and find somebody to change shifts with, or I'm going to miss it, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'll see as well. Come hell or high water, I'll try to go, but if I can't, I can't, and then I'll probably be at the next one.
Well, do you and Cal already have tickets?
No, we don't.
Yeah, we didn't end up buying ours yet either, so it's not like I'm going to be out of the money, so...
Yeah, well, we tried to give them away once, and that didn't work out too well.
No one ended up taking them?
Well, yeah, a friend of mine at work who also, like, does stuff too on YouTube, he won the contest, and then the tickets like disappeared all of a sudden. Just like, okay, I'm like, how was the show? 'Cause he was all excited to talk to him on the Friday, all excited to go, and then he went home and the tickets were gone. I was like, whatever.
Oh, he couldn't find the tickets?
Yeah, well, I gave them to him, of course, because I come through on all my promises, and this guy just
But he lost
fucking
them.
lost them.
That,
What was that?
And so he just lost them. That's brutal.
Yeah, well, who knows? The story's conveyed it.
How many people entered your contest? Because I remember you didn't have a lot of people. I think it was like 2, wasn't it?
No, it was pretty much him, man.
I feel you. We're doing a contest right now to give away a signed DVD.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about entering it, but it might be unfair if I did.
I have like 3 people that entered, and we're doing the draw tomorrow. So
Maybe good old Goobz will throw his name into the hat.
I mean, you can. For the most part, everybody that entered are people that, like, 2/3 of them are people that I know. So.
Oh, okay. I just felt bad like doing that because I'm like, you're like, yeah, you just gave it to his fucking co-host.
We tried really hard to promote that and get more people to enter, but we've only had 3 entrants, so there's a 1 in 3 chance of winning that right now, so.
Well, this will be over by the time it comes out, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna edit this, but hey, you know what bores people on Glory Holes and Beer? Our Wrestle Talk, as evidenced by that first show.
Yeah, let's get on to other shit. Do you have any great stories for this week? Because I got a couple if you don't.
None that come to my mind right now other than just more HMV rants, but I kind of want to save that because we just went on one the other day, so we'll save more. We'll do more as they
Maybe some of my stories will like evoke something in you and just bring out like the muse that I am.
You bring out a lot of things in me, including anger. So let's go. Let's hear some.
I was gonna say hatred, but
no, I don't hate you. I would have feelings of like towards you in order for me to then hate you.
I know you won't get this reference, but you're like the Sasuke to my Naruto. They hate each other, they're best friends, and they fight all the time. I had to throw an anime reference in there because, like, Jen will really appreciate that when she listens to this. So, and anyone
shout
else
out to Jen.
Anime. What was that?
I said shout out to Jen, who can't be with us tonight.
Yeah, she could be showing up any minute, actually. But anyways, so we're going to get on. I'm going to tell you a story about how I pretty much almost canceled,
how your life got flipped, really turned upside down.
What was that?
You're going to tell me about a story about how your life got flipped, turned upside down?
No, man, never lived in Bel Air. But, anyways, this is like one of my early concerts. I was probably about 16, maybe 17. And we're going to see System of a Down with Mindless Self-Indulgence, 2 bands that I absolutely love. And this is right before like Kind of Toxicity era, the second album. So me and my friends, we skipped school all day, went down and stood in line up to be the first inside the show, because like that's what you do as a teenager.
Yes.
Line up all day. We went and bought cereal at Loblaws. This was at the warehouse at the time. It is now the Cool House now, down in Toronto, right near Lakeshore, pretty much.
I thought you meant you bought the cereal at the Loblaws warehouse.
No, we bought this, there's the Loblaws right near the Cool House or warehouse. Way back when, near like Kings Quay, Lakeshore kind of area. And so, yeah, we're all waiting out there, and like we see all the buses pull up and all that shit. And then we see Serge, the lead singer of System of a Down, come out. And we all get fucking excited. We pop like, "Hey, how's it going, man? What are you doing?" And it's like, just like, kind of wanted to chill with them or talk or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You're a fucking teenager. So he comes walking out, and he's like looking and waving at us, but he's not looking where he's going. Fucking smokes his head right off the mirror of the tour bus.
Okay. That did actually evoke a story from me, so hold on, I'll let you get back to that, but I remember, so I work at Yonge and Eglinton, right? So that's where I actually used to work at HMV too. There used to be an HMV at Yonge and Eglinton. It closed 2011, but there still is a McDonald's there, but there also used to be a Burger King right beside the McDonald's. And that's since been torn down because that's part of the area of Yonge and Eglinton, which is being redone for condos and shit. But anyways, separating the McDonald's and the Burger King was like a giant wall portion that like, brick wall portion that came by.
The Great Wall of McDonald's.
Well, it was actually attached to Burger King. And
They're both McDonald's or burger places.
Yeah, they're both burger places. But, so there was, like, this giant wall that jutted out right sort of towards the almost the middle of the sidewalk. And so I was going to Burger King one day to grab some lunch while I was on my break. And so I'm walking east on Eglinton towards the Burger King. There's another guy walking west, so he's walking towards me, heading towards... Whoops, just knocked my mic. So if you hear a giant bump sound, that's what it was that hit my mic. So he's walking...
Or me falling over, either or, folks.
So anyways, I'm walking one direction, he's walking the other direction. So walking in front of me was this just...
Were you listening to One Direction?
No. I was not listening to One Direction.
Why, you don't think that's what makes you beautiful is a good song, man?
Only if it's by James Blunt. But, so I'm walking in one direction, he's walking in the opposite direction. Walking in front of me is just this really gorgeous woman, just absolutely beautiful. So, obviously, I'm kind of checking her out because she's already in front of me, and she's walking in the same direction I'm walking. Buddy that's walking in the opposite direction towards us goes and turns around to check her out as she's walking by. Walks right into the fucking parting wall between McDonald's and Burger King, just like face first. You just hear this loud thud of a smack as his face hits the fucking brick wall. I'm
That's
like,
what you get this good old double look there, bud.
I'm fucking killing myself laughing. I'm like keeled over at the door of Burger King, trying to walk in, but at the same time, like laughing at this guy. Of course, he doesn't look too happy about it. But it was fucking hilarious.
I love when shit like that happens in real life. Just like you're just watching someone and they automatically just fail. Like, why don't I have my phone out right now?
Exactly. Oh man, but it was fantastic.
Okay, back to my epic concert story here.
Yes.
So he came out, Serge from System of a Down, lead singer, came out, like, smacked his head off a mirror, cut himself open pretty good. Like, he had to go to the hospital and shit. Like, we almost canceled the concert for real. And,
way to go. You were almost responsible for an entire concert getting canceled.
As I always say, man, I've been fucking up since 1983. And so my friend, we felt bad, of course, right? We didn't mean for any harm. We're just being, like, big fans and shit. So we went over to Loblaws there. Again, mentioned the Loblaws. Shout out to Loblaws, even though we don't like Loblaws. And we bought him a bouncy ball. We all autographed him and stuff. And he, like, mentioned it online later. And he's like, oh, thanks to everyone who almost canceled the concert. And thanks for the bounce, like, the big rubber ball that we all signed. Like, just pretty much said thank you. You mentioned that during the concert as well. I also broke 3 ribs at that concert because I didn't know better and stood right against the barricade for the whole entire show. And I ended up getting the drummer of System of a Down, I forget the name at the time, but I ended up getting his towel at the end because he saw me, like, throwing up blood, or puking up blood pretty much, spitting up blood, and he gave me the towel and all that shit, and it ended up to be an epic night. I had to go to the hospital, but everything was good in the end.
So you sent yourself and Serge to the hospital?
Yeah, pretty much in the same night.
Good job, Goobz.
That's what I do, man. I fuck other people up and fuck myself up worse.
Goobz, sending people to hospitals since 1983.
Yeah, well, I sent my mother there first, right?
Exactly.
I jumped out of that shit like Superman. And I have another quick story here. And someone who's in the room now with me was there for this story as well.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
She's been sitting here patiently as I ranted for the last few minutes,
Like
folks.
I've heard this story 100 times.
But it's a good story.
It is good, but I just
I love the part where the lead singer of Mindless Self-Indulgence touched my balls for an autograph.
Speaking of mindless self-indulgence, that's what I jammed out to on the way home. I was like, I'm listening to the soothing sounds of Jimmy urine.
I got an autograph condom by all 4 members of Mindless Self-Indulgence, and the last one I needed was Jimmy Urine. And the only way he would do it is grab my nuts. This is after I'm bleeding, like, out of the mouth and shit. So I was just, like, standing there bleeding, and he cut my balls in the side of my banana flavor condom.
was pre-Jenny time.
This is like, yeah, no, this is when I was a fucking teenager and I thought that was awesome. And it's still awesome now because I still have that kicking around somewhere.
You have an autographed condom kicking around somewhere.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Is it
I'm pretty
framed?
sure it's one of my
At
old
least tell me it's
lunchboxes.
framed.
Pardon?
No.
At least tell me it's framed and it's not just like lying out in the open somewhere.
No, it's a case condom. It's a disc. It looks like a Keurig cup, but it has a condom inside of it, banana flavored.
As long as you have it somewhere where it's like being preserved and not just like lying around.
No, it's put away.
Okay.
I wouldn't leave that shit lying around. Come on, now.
You wouldn't, but, you know.
I know. I hear.
Call me no.
Listen, all I'm saying is I'm saying, and that's just what I'm saying.
And another quick story here. So me and Jen, your brother, and a whole bunch of friends went to go see Slipknot live.
Oh, man, it's
And
so good.
it was a fucking awesome concert. So hype. And so I was in the bathroom pretty much taking a piss, and then I saw this little person. Is that the politically correct term that we're going to be using here?
Midget? You saw a midget?
Little person?
Listen, last week's episode we talked about fucking brown socks. I think we can get away with saying midget.
Ugh.
Okay, well, I saw a midget doing cocaine in the bathroom, like a lot of cocaine, folks. Like, I've never done cocaine myself, like, to be honest, but this person was doing what seemed to look like a lot of white lines. And, yeah, very, very short. And so Slipknot's going on. Like, me and her brother jump into the mosh pit, because why not? Because it's fucking Slipknot. So we're pushing people around, having a good time. And then all of a sudden, we see people fucking, like, bend over, like, what's going on? Like, everyone's, like, keeling over. This little fucker's running around punching everyone in the fucking dick. He's so small. He's just, like, lined right up.
And he's so fucking high.
Yeah, he was high, and he's a thick little dude, man. He was, like, Oddjob fucking, James Bond.
Oh, yeah. So good.
Instead of throwing high, he's throwing fists right in dicks. And he's running around just punching everyone out. And I'm like, yo, let's get the fuck out of here, man. And then, like, right after I said that, her brother got fucking hit right in the nose. He got knocked out.
Right out.
Yeah, dude, he was out on his fucking feet like Mayweather, not Mayweather, some famous boxer. I don't fucking follow boxing, falling over.
Good job, Steve. Good job.
All right.
He falls right over and pick him up, take him out of the pit. He's like, wake him up. He's like, what the fuck happened? And then, like, the song kicked on. He starts just rocking out again. He's like, yes, this is going to be a great night.
Oh, remember the guy in line?
Oh, yes, no.
Oh, my God.
There was
tell the story?
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay.
Jenny's got a story about a guy in line at the same concert.
So it's like the middle, I think it was like middle of January. Like, it's so cold out, right?
Yeah.
But of course, we get there so early because we want to get in early. Plus, it's fucking cold. So
Yep.
we're like, all right, let's like get in. There's this guy, like maybe two people in front of us, I think, or like something like that. And sorry, I spaced it for a second. Yeah, and he's in like shorts and a t-shirt. We're already like, what the fuck? Guy is like tweaking on, I probably E, and he's like wasted, right? Like falling
Just
all
completely
over the
gone.
place. It was ridiculous. Like, to the point that Steve's like, you better be ready for this guy to barf all over your shoes.
He was crowd surfing the crowd
Yeah,
in the lineup, like just going absolutely nuts and like getting hyped up, like smashing shit around. This guy
so
was fucking
ridiculous.
like a 12 out of 10.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So then finally they like open the doors and everyone's like, yeah, we can go in. Everybody's, cheering and shit, the usual.
This guy's right in front
Yeah.
of us, by the way. I know where she's going with this.
Yes. All of a sudden there's a hand on the back of my sweater and Steve's like, stop. And I'm like, what? And he's like, look. And the guy, there's literally just piss running all down his leg and he's in shorts. So you can see it like, the guy just fucking pissed himself. And like, they ended up not letting him in. But it was like, then we had to like, the whole line stopped. We had to like go around the pee and like, oh my God, it was the funniest.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, please pull out your tickets and avoid the piss on the floor from the drunk kid on E.
And they paid to come in a limo, like they had expensive tickets, and like they couldn't even get in there. His friends were so fucking pissed because they wouldn't let any of them in because they were with them.
Oh man, I'm sure he heard
so
about
bad.
that afterwards.
Yeah, almost got pissed on, so it wasn't good.
We had a great night after that,
Oh, yeah.
though. Midgets
It was
punching
a
people in
yeah,
dicks, her
brothers
brother getting
passing
knocked
out.
out. Like,
Rocking our faces
Stuck-
and
off.
our friend caught Joey Jordison's drummer's drumstick, so that was fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
That was cool too.
Starts off with somebody almost peeing on you and ends with people getting punched in the dick.
Yep, getting knocked out.
That's a fucking night right there.
Hell yeah, man.
Slipknot concerts. Come for getting peed on and then stay for getting punched in the dick.
Oh, it was so funny.
Some people pay for that, right?
True that. Well, I guess we did too, technically, but
Yeah,
not very
we technically did pay for that.
much. Not very much. I think like $50 each, maybe. So that's not too bad.
I mean, I don't know what the going rate these days for something like that is, but
I have a feeling though that a hooker would charge a lot more. She'd probably charge like $200. Because they call it a fetish.
I mean, depends on the location.
Sort of a burger joint.
I think there's like a fetish fee though. I have a feeling if it's like you want me to lick your feet, yeah, that's gonna cost you more. Like I don't know. I think there's. I guarantee you, there's like, oh, you have to pay the fetish fee for that one, sir. That's another $200.
It's like,
exactly.
Can I get a big toe up my ass for 50 cents?
Ooh, maybe $50. That's how I picture it.
A big toe with a side of hot sauce.
Oh man, speaking of
A pink
hot
toe
sauce.
or a big toe with the side of pink eye.
Ew. Speaking of hot sauce.
As long as it's not with a side of brown
chicken.
sauce.
Side of brown eye.
Ew. Oh, it's so gross. Fuck, man. But yeah. And walking into things, I do that all the time, too, by the way. Since you're talking about guys walking into walls, I walk into a door like twice a week. I walk into parked cars all the time.
Oh, Jen is the clumsiest person I've ever met, man.
Yeah,
I'll
but
be texting Steve and I fall down the stairs.
But you're not walking into walls because you're trying to check out a woman walking past you. At least I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
but I'm walking into parked cars because I'm checking out a fucking bird flying by and I'm like, ooh, a birdie.
Or like,
Smash!
you saw like I
Fat
was an
bearded
anime
guy.
character.
Or yeah, or like a fat bearded guy. I'm like, how you doing?
Yeah, she.
I'll
likes
stop
the
and
fat
double
bearded
take.
men, of course.
I'll double take that for sure. If they look like Steve, I'm down.
It's
Fuck
not.
you, Kobe.
It's not cheating if it looks like Steve.
Especially if his name is Steve, right? I'm just kidding.
We have our
Yeah.
cheat list though, so.
Yeah. It's okay.
Well, I noticed you said "fuck you, Toby." Is Toby officially on the cheat list? Did Red Sexy make the list?
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know
but
about that.
he's a bigger guy with a big beard, so I have to be threatened.
And he likes conspiracy.
No, but
stuff,
our
so I'm more
list-
threatened.
We have like a celebrity list, right? Like as any couples do.
Yes. Yeah. Like
And hers is pretty much.
There's 3.
There's 3.
Yeah. I met 2 of them and I didn't fuck them. You should be proud of me.
Yeah.
If I meet the other one though,
Why
I
don't you
probably
tell
kinda
the
fuck them.
audience you're 3?
Okay, so David Duchovny, Kevin Smith, and Bruce Campbell.
not a
That's my
bad 3.
Yeah, those are my 3.
I only have 1. Mine.
I think she might be dead.
I don't think she's dead. I hope she's not dead because this is gonna be fucking weird.
Necrophilia.
But I think she would like get me off 50 Ways from Sunday. Fuck 50 Shades of Grey. She's doing 50 Shades of something.
50 Shades of Sue.
And I'm talking about my lady, Sue Johanson. Sue.
Yep.
Yeah, Sex with Sue.
Yeah, Sue Johanson.
Jesus
50 Shades of Sue.
Sujo Hansen is your one cheat person.
Yep.
Yeah, Sex with Sue, man.
That old wrinkly hag.
Jesus Christ.
She knows everything, man. Like, come on. That's
So
a
do women from
fucking
Hooker Harvey's, but that doesn't mean that they should be on your cheat list.
Why not? That's my one and only, man.
Dude, she was like 96 years old in the 80s.
That's what I said. I think she might be dead.
I don't. No, I think she's still alive.
I'm gonna
but
look it up.
Yeah, no, she's
if
still alive.
she's dead, I'll have to find a new love.
No, you're good. She's still alive. She's still
Okay,
alive and
okay.
kicking. She's 86 years old.
When I typed in
Yeah, and you
I
know how
got
fast
is
you can make
Sue,
it finish, man?
and it said, is Sue Johansson still alive?
She'll be
It's
80.
like the first thing that came up.
Wait, she'll be 87 next month on March the 16th, according to Wikipedia. So, why don't you
We
give
should have a
her...
birthday party for her.
Exactly. Give her the gift
Oh,
of Goobz.
Oh.
Give her the gift of Goobz. All over her face. I'm allowed to say that. That's my cheat.
Alright.
You can
Right
show
in my head.
you can show Sue Johanson the Goobz Johanson, if you know what I mean.
The new thing here is how she glues on her hair. Just put some goobs on her head. She puts a wig on. Goobz Johansson. coming up with shit tonight, folks.
I think that's it. I think that's the topper for tonight. I wanted to try to keep this to 40 minutes anyways. I think that's the one to go out on.
Yeah, exactly. That's the topper. She puts it on her head.
If you guys made it through this episode of Glory Holes and Beer,
you're welcome.
We certainly appreciate it, and thank you. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on Podbean. It's gandbpodcast.podbean.com. You can follow us on Twitter at gandbpod. That's GANDBPOD, gandbpod. No Facebook or Instagram yet, but they might be coming.
Feel free to send us, like, ideas of what you want to hear on the show and shit like that, too.
Ooh, that'd be fun. We could do, like, a weekly random topic or something.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes. Be sure you...
I like that.
I haven't been able to get this podcast on iTunes yet. They keep projecting
Damn
it,
you, iTunes!
much like YouTube. But you can still go to Podbean. I don't think there's a rating system there, but if you guys want to leave us a comment, that's definitely going to help us out. If you go to our YouTube page and like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and leave us a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you want us to hear about, or want us to talk about. Let us know what you think of the show, what you think we can improve.
Yeah, no topic is too depraved here, folks.
Yeah, we'll get in...
Clearly, because we talk about Hooker Harveys and some kind of gross socks.
Send in your love questions.
Oh my gosh, we could give love advice, those poor souls.
As the spirit of my one and only Sue Johanson, we can answer love questions.
We can't answer them well, but we can answer them. So,
hey man, he held a relationship for 12 years. 13 almost.
By God, he's got to be dead.
Well, I mean, I think that's more you holding it together than Steve.
Probably. I agree. It's okay.
But I think
Ambrose, man, unstable.
I think that's going to be our next podcast, the love episode. So leave us your questions about love in the comment section down below, and we will answer any and all questions that you may have.
Yeah, we'll touch on topics of Japanime. No, not hentai.
Hentai.
Hentai, that's fucking dick monster shit.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk about what you got. What was that?
I just said Jesus and I shook my head.
You know about hentai?
You never heard of hentai?
I have a story. We'll get into that. I have a story.
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm excited to hear that on the next extra episode of Glory Holes and Beers. As part of the team here, this is Goobz. We got Jenny Bean, and on the phone is...
Well, I want Jenny to say her own name. I want Jenny to sign off.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm not good at signing off. I just say bye-bye.
Oh, all right.
Just do that again right here, right now, folks.
Hold on.
And just say goodnight to all of you. This is Goobz.
I'm Jenny Bean.
And I'm Ocho. Thank you guys for listening.
Have a
Good
good
night.
night, fuckers.